Good evening, candidates. This video is about the credit managers or credit officers interview. You can get a lot of questions, general questions that they ask in credit or officers or managers interview. In the previous videos, I have already posted for, say, Bank of Maharashtra, then Indian Bank, and all that, and also under SBI CBO. But here I'm going to tell you mostly important points that can be asked in balance sheet. In about credit management. Credit management means what? You are going to disburse advances, you are going to process the proposals, scrutinize the proposals, recommend for sanction of the proposals. And the most important aspect in that, in respect of big companies, is that studying the balance sheet, analysis of the balance sheet. So I'm going to tell you about analysis of the balance sheet, and this I would like to thank bankexaminations.com, from where this information I could draw. So I am sharing with you. Important notes. Liabilities have credit balance and assets are debit balance. See, you're all chartered accountants. I don't have to tell you this, but even though you are chartered accountant, some of us are not able to express it properly. And to make them cultivate the habit of expressing briefly in an interview, this session is arranged. Current liabilities are those liabilities which have either become due for payment or shall fall due for payment within 12 months from the date of the balance sheet. Current assets are those assets which undergo change in their shape, form within 12 months. These are also called working capital or gross working capital. Net worth and long-term liabilities are also called long-term sources of funds. Current liabilities are also known as short-term sources of the funds. Long-term liabilities and short-term liabilities are also called outside liabilities. Current assets are short-term use of funds. Assets other than current assets are long-term use of funds. Installments of term loan payable in 12 months are to be taken as current liability only for calculation of current ratio and quick ratio only. If there is profit, it shall become part of net worth under the head reserves, and if there is loss, it will become part of intangible assets. Investment in government securities to be treated current only if these are marketable and due. Investments in other securities are to be treated as current if they are quoted in stock exchange. Investment in allied associated sister units of firms to be treated as non-current. Bonus shares are issued by capitalization of general reserves and as such do not reflect the net worth. With rights issue, changes take place in net worth and current ratio. What is ratio analysis? They can be classified into four broad heads. Liquidity. These ratios reflect the ability to meet current dues out of short-term assets. Solvency. Extent of dependence on outside liabilities and feasibility of meeting them if need arises. Activity. Efficiency of the unit in utilizing present available resources. Profitability, capacity of the unit to generate profits and its rate of return. Tangible net worth is equal to net worth minus intangible assets, probably loss and other things. Liquidity ratio, current ratio, that is equal to current assets by current liabilities. Quick ratio, quick assets by quick liabilities. Solvency ratio, debt equity ratio, long-term liabilities divided by tangible net worth. Tangible net worth means net worth minus intangible assets. Total outside liabilities by tangible net worth is equal to term liabilities plus current liabilities divided by tangible net worth. Proprietary ratio tangible net worth by tangible assets into 100. Debt service coverage ratio very important. Profit after tax plus depreciation annual interest on term loans divided by annual interest on long term loans and liabilities plus annual installment of loans. Break-even point analysis. Break-even point is that level of production or sales at which unit incurs no profit and no loss. Break-even point in terms of sales is equal to fixed cost divided by contribution into sales. Break-even point in terms of volume, fixed cost divided by contribution. If anybody can tell me what is contribution, it will be good. Kindly put it under comments. Variable expenses, raw materials, packing materials, consumable stores and spares, any other expenses for production, fixed and semi-fixed expenses, rent and insurance, wages and salaries, repairs and maintenance, depreciation, administration, and financial expenses. Format of balance sheet for ratio analysis, liabilities, net worth bar equity, share, share capital, example, capital, paid up capital, owners funds, and all type of reserves. Assets, fixed assets, such as land and building, plant and machinery, original value, depreciation, these are purchased for long-term use and depreciated every year. Long-term liabilities, term loan plus debentures and bonds, unsecured loans, fixed deposits and long-term liabilities. Those liabilities which are not due for payment within 12 months from the date of balance sheet are called as long-term liabilities. Non-current assets, investment in non-quoted shares and securities, investments in long-term nature associate or sister concerns hold or disputed, stock or book debts, long-term security deposits, and other miscellaneous assets which are not current and fixed assets. Current liabilities, working capital limits sanctioned by banks such as cash credit, overdraft, bills, export credit, sundry creditors, bills payable, short duration loans or deposits, expenses expenses payable, provision against various items. Those liabilities which are due for the payment within 12 months from the date of the balance sheet. Current assets, cash, bank balance including FDRs, marketable quoted government and other securities, book debts, sundry creditors, bills receivable, stocks and inventories such as raw material, stock in process and finished goods, stores and spares for regular consumption, advance payment of taxes and other prepaid expenses, loans and advances recoverable within 12 months. Intangible assets, patents, goodwill, debt balance of P&L account, preliminary or pre-operative expenses. Working capital management, methods of assessing working capital limits, Noack committee, Tandon committee, cash budget method. Noack committee, annual projected turnover method, eligibility, small enterprises having aggregate sanctioned working capital fund based limits up to 5 crores and non-SSI up to 2 crores. Method of computation, working capital requirement 25% of annual projected turnover, sanction of working capital limit 20% of the turnover, Margin borrowers contribution 5% of their annual turnover. Tandon Committee. First method lending, total current assets 370, less current liabilities other than short-term bank borrowings 150, working capital gap 220, 25% of the working capital 55, maximum permissible bank borrowing 165, excess borrowing 35, current ratio is equal to 1.17 is to 1. Second method of lending, total current assets 370, current liabilities other than short-term bank borrowings 150, working capital gap 220, 25% of the current assets 9. How can it be? 25% of total current assets. So 92, maximum permissible bank borrowing 128, excess borrowing 72, current ratio 1.33 is to 1. So these are the three things that have been given to us. Cash budget method is not given. So these are the points regarding balance sheet, questions that can be asked regarding balance sheet, and also working capital management. But you chartered accountants who are going, you will all be asked something more detail about large advances. Yes, one day I came across central repository of large creditor. So there is one, yeah, central repository information on large credits. This is a point you should know. I will be giving this link in the video. So kindly go through this central repository of information on large credits. RBI has constituted central repository of information on large credits to collect, store and publish data on all borrowers. So bankers, when they are making advances, say about 50 crore, 50 lakhs to 1 crore and all, they will make a reference to this information also. There are also guidelines to separate borrowers as special mention accounts of different levels to assess probability of going delinquent. In January 2016, RBI imposed a fine on Rs 1 crore for violating guidelines. So you must go through this point thoroughly. I have not studied it fully. Kindly go through this fully. That's all. I think with this information, then some more questions on, say, chartered accountant questions. These are some chartered accountant questions. What is your critical aspects in finalization of the accounts in our industry? What is your take on challenges posed by GST and TDS amendments with reference to bookkeeping? How the industry will perform under COVID-19, which is important whether cash flow planning or budgeting, and why it is important. How do you view compliance as a cost in the current scenario? So you can also go through this one, bijus.com commerce balance sheet. What is that telling? Let us see that now. Let us see that also. What is it going to tell us? Yeah, here they are telling about features of balance sheet, importance of balance sheet, purpose of balance sheet, how to prepare balance sheet format, reserve in balance sheet, consolidated of balance sheet, how to prepare consolidated balance sheet. So this link also will be useful for you. I will give this also. Please go through bijus.com commerce or balance sheet. So kindly, I mean, you're all chartered accountants. I am 100% sure you know much better than this. But when it comes to interview, you have to talk briefly. You have to talk to the point. That is why I am asking you to refer to these pages. Is it okay? Could you follow? Is it okay? Thank you. Bye.